Hello and welcome to another edition of Business Weekly on Citi TV. My name is Pius Amihere Eduku, and coming up in this edition, government raises $94.62 million in its first domestic dollar-denominated bond, and the Trade Ministry justified the decision to allow the importation of 500,000 tons of cement from China. Details of these and many other stories coming up in this edition. In our first story, government has raised a total of $94.62 million for its first local dollar-denominated bond. The rate for the bond was 6%. Total bid amounted to $99.6 million, but government accepted only $94.62 million above its target of $50 million. This bond also forms part of government total estimated borrowing amounting to 25 million cedis at the end of December this year. Let's stay with the economy because the Minister of Finance, Seth Terkper, is expected to present to Parliament next week Thursday an advanced budget covering government spending from January to March next year. The practice is in accordance with what the executive does almost every election year to avoid spending hiccups in the case of a transition in government. This is also in accordance with the 2017 budget preparation calendar by the Ministry of Finance. Now, the Minister of Trade and Industry, Dr. Pius Amihere, has defended the ministry's decision to allow the importation of 500,000 tons of cement into the country. The ministry has allowed the Korean company Fujian to export about 500,000 tons of its product into the country. According to the minister, Dr. Pius Amihere, the decision is but a quarter of Ghana's yearly imports of cement. Hence, it should not lead to the collapse of the local cement manufacturing industry. However, the Local Cement Manufacturers Association believes the move depicts the minister's breaking of his own rule on the importation of cement into the country. Let's now go to the transport sector, and President John Dramani Mahama has disclosed that plans are far advanced for Ghana to reduce the price of marine gas oil by at least 20%. The final implementation and outcome is yet to be determined by the National Petroleum Authority. According to the President, the move will also improve Ghana's banking services as it will attract other shipping companies to fuel in the country. And that is it for this week's edition of Business Weekly on Citi TV. My name is Pius Amihere Eduku. Join us next week for another edition.